thank you for your participation in the development of Manassas City's Comprehensive Plan. The Comprehensive Plan is a document we use in Planning Commission to guide us in land use and development of the city. It's actually a blueprint for the city's vision, or the citizens' vision of what the city wants to be in the future. In Virginia, we review the Comprehensive Plan every 5 years. You as citizens are a very important part of this. We can't do it without you. Without your input and your assistance in developing the plan, we would have a plan that doesn't reflect the true vision of the city.
The current comprehensive plan was adopted by the City Council in July of 2013. Since that time, the city's been busy implementing the recommendations of that plan, and to date, over 50 of the plan's strategies have been implemented by the city. We've adopted new zoning codes that implement the character areas that are in our comprehensive plan. We have updated most of our design guidelines to reinforce high-quality design in the city. Our economic development department has been busy implementing new incentives for facade and landscape improvements in the city. And we've also been advancing some of the plan's recommendations for capital improvements to the city, including improvements to roads, bikes, and pedestrian facilities, as well as making new investments in our park system and our park maintenance.
Community Conversations was one of the best things that I think we did as part of our comprehensive plan update in the last 2 years. Starting in the summer of 2017, we decided to do community input a little bit different. It's typical to go ahead and hold a community meeting and then be surprised when no one shows up for your community meeting at 7 o'clock at night in the council chambers. So instead, we went out and had conversations where people were. Since 2017, we went out and did pop-up booths at the farmers market, at special events. We hosted conversations at breweries, coffee shops, churches, youth groups. We bought a lot of pizza and a lot of cookies and soda, just talking to people about what they wanted to see for the future of the city of Manassas. We also hosted an online engagement program, Let's Talk Manassas, where people, if they couldn't come to one of our pop-up events or one of our community conversations, could go online during their leisure and pick up their time, what they wanted to talk about for the future of the city of Manassas. Overall, I think we talked to over 750 people in person, having a conversation. We had 500 website hits on Let's Talk Manassas, and we had a lot of information that was gathered during our pop-up conversations, particularly at the farmers market and in downtown. I think Community Conversations was a new and exciting way to get that feedback where citizens could tell us about what they would like to see for the future of Manassas, what they would like to preserve, and what they might want to see change.
Following the framework laid out in the current plan, the land use chapter focuses on the appropriate form and character of development in different areas of the city. By establishing design principles for specific character areas, the comprehensive plan emphasizes the quality of development and redevelopment while offering some flexibility in the location of uses. The 2040 plan modifies the boundary of some of the existing character areas and offers an expanded set of design principles to preserve residential and historic areas of the city. The plan provides new tools to protect the character of the city's historic downtown while promoting a vibrant, mixed-use district easily accessible to regional transit opportunities. It also continues existing plans to redevelop the Mathis Route 28 corridor while reducing the overall size and density of proposed development in that area. New to the 2040 plan, the chapter calls for a technology-focused employment center at the city's Western Gateway, building on the recent expansion of major employers in that area and promoting the creation of a high-tech, high-wage land use. Through its first transportation master plan, initiated in 2018, Manassas is working to create an integrated multimodal transportation system that improves efficiency and safety, diminishes reliance on single-occupant vehicles, and increases opportunities for alternative modes of transportation. The Mobility Chapter synthesizes the technical findings of the Transportation Master Plan and offers a roadmap for creating a transportation system that is safe, efficient, and equitable for all users. Recognizing that traffic is a regional issue that impacts the daily lives of Manassas residents, the Mobility Chapter emphasizes continued support for regional road projects such as the Godwin Drive Extension and for regional transportation alternatives, including the Virginia Railway Express and OmniRide. The chapter also highlights the city's vision for complete streets, a design approach that recognizes that streets are for people, whether you are traveling by car, by bike, or on foot. The updated bike and pedestrian plan reinforces this vision by providing better connectivity throughout the city, better access to public facilities such as schools and parks, and new strategies for expanding bicycle parking. In the past few years, Manassas has seen renewed support for parks, recreation, and culture. This chapter builds on recent successes and further defines the community's vision for beautiful, well-designed parks, recreation, and trail facilities. The chapter recognizes the need for continued focus on maintenance, landscaping, and reinvestment in existing facilities, as well as the creation of new facilities through the implementation of the Dean Park and Stonewall Park Master Plan. The 2040 plan continues to stress the importance of arts, culture, and historically significant sites, with a new emphasis on telling the stories of our historic neighborhoods and identifying new resources that should be considered for preservation. Economic development and tourism continues to be a high priority for the city and the comprehensive plan. This chapter identifies steps needed to attract new employers and assist existing businesses in order to increase the city's tax base and create job opportunities for residents. Other key initiatives in the economic development chapter are improving underutilized areas such as the Mathis corridor to their highest and best use, and increasing opportunities for workforce development that create a high-skilled labor pool and facilitate access to higher-wage jobs. Finally, the chapter highlights the need for a strong tourism program with events, festivals, and venues that attract visitors and bring revenue to Manassas. Housing and neighborhoods are the building blocks of Manassas. As the city continues to grow and evolve, maintaining the integrity and character of neighborhoods and housing remains a critical ingredient to the city's overall quality of life. The Housing and Neighborhoods chapter recognizes the need to continue improving existing neighborhoods through neighborhood-oriented revitalization and physical improvements such as neighborhood amenities and streetscape enhancement. The chapter also identifies opportunities to improve and diversify the city's housing stock. In addition to identifying strategies to preserve the affordability and quality of housing in Manassas, the chapter recommends ways to expand options for starter, move-up, executive, and senior housing to accommodate the full spectrum of housing needs. The Community Facilities and Infrastructure chapter provides a plan for public investment to ensure that Manassas residents have access to high-quality facilities and infrastructure. In recent years, Manassas has invested in a new elementary intermediate school, a public safety facility, and a fire and rescue station. Manassas has also made continued improvements to its robust system of utilities, which the city owns and maintains. During community conversations, Manassas residents and business owners spoke highly of the city's utilities for their reliability and low cost of service. Within the timeframe of the 2040 plan, the city anticipates additional educational and fire and rescue facilities will be needed. The strategies in this chapter continue to support the needs of police, fire and rescue, and education, and identify opportunities to advance the quality and reliability of electric, water, and sewer services. During community conversations, environmental sustainability was a topic of increasing interest to the residents of Manassas. The Environmental Sustainability and Health chapter outlines the steps Manassas will take to create a sustainable and resilient city that values the environment, encourages access to nature, and provides a safe, pleasant, and healthy community for residents of all ages and incomes. The chapter places renewed emphasis on open space, vegetation, and natural resources, and identifies modern approaches to addressing water and air quality, greenhouse gas emissions, and noise and light pollution. For the first time, the chapter also incorporates the concept of public health with strategies for promoting healthy, active living throughout Manassas. View the latest draft of the plan and submit feedback by visiting www.manassascity.org/planmanassas.